explosive drones were launched by Iran, and 10 cruise missiles were also intercepted outside of Israel's borders, according to the IDF. Drones were seen flying from Iran through Iraqi airspace as well as Syrian airspace. Some of them were shot down by the Jordanian Air Force over Jordan, over Amman. Some were shot down by the United States Air Force, some by the British, and some by the IDF. And of course, IDF's Iron Dome was involved as well. Now, these drones were carrying 20 kilograms of explosives each. So you have 200 plus drones, each one carrying 200 kilograms of explosives on Yadlin, retired general in the Israeli Air Force. The IDF said that the Israeli Air Force had successfully intercepted the launches with its air defense system, the Iron Dome, but as well as with help from the strategic allies of the United States, Great Britain, and Jordan before the drones and missiles could reach Israel. A small number of hits were identified, including at the IDF base in southern Israel, where there has been damage caused to the infrastructure of that facility. Now, Bart Begley, my son BC Begley, said that 7 of these rockets got through and hit this base. He has seen footage on that. I don't have that confirmed, though, okay? I do have that base was hit. Now, also we know a 10-year-old little girl, a 10-year-old little boy and a 7-year-old little girl were injured. These were Bedouins out in the wilderness. You know, if you ever been to Israel and you're driving, let's say from Jerusalem to Jericho, or from to the Dead Sea, you'll see out there in the wilderness. You'll see a lot of Bedouins living out in the wilderness there along the road. You'll see them. So for a rockets or some pieces of rockets to fall and hit them is extraordinary, but it could happen, and apparently it has. 31 Israelis have been treated for injuries trying to get to their fallout shelters, okay? Now, following the launch of this aerial attack, both Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and U.S. President Joe Biden held emergency meetings with their top officials and Israel with its war cabinet. The Pentagon is very busy tonight in corresponding and working with the Israelis, the Jordanians, and the British. In a statement following the meeting, Joe Biden reaffirmed the U.S. ironclad, he said, commitment to Israeli security against threats from Iran and its proxies. So that's good to hear. Now, early this morning, a senior Israeli source said that the country was planning a significant response to this Iranian attack. The White House and the Pentagon and some of the other top brass are concerned, especially in the White House, that Israel's response might be too heavy, okay, and that it could further broaden the war in the Middle East and draw the U.S. in. We're already there. We're already there. You can't do what you did to Israel. Look, Iran is directly responsible for the attack by Hamas and the Islamic Jihad out of Gaza. Iran is directly responsible for the Hezbollah rockets, 200 of them, before the drones ever came. There was 200 rockets fired by Hezbollah, and I wasn't even talking about that. Iran is responsible for the Houthis firing rockets, sinking a ship, by the way, and damaging oil tankers and cargo ships and hijacking ships in the Mediterranean, in the Red Sea, and over by the coast of Oman. Iran is responsible. Iran's responsible for the artillery fired across the border from Syria by the Syrians. I mean, Iran's responsible for all of this. So I think Israel knows how to handle their response. And as according to this top military Israeli advisor, it will be a significant response. Now, Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, said he has condemned in the strongest terms what the Iranian regime's reckless attack against Israel. So God bless him for saying that. Also, this he was joined by the Foreign Secretary of Britain, Lord Cameron, and the Defense Secretary, Grant Shapps, and the Labor Iran. Even Saudi Arabia also called on all parties to exercise the utmost levels of restraint and to spare the region and its people the dangers of war, while the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres also urged maximum restraint. I think he's pointing that toward Israel because Iran didn't use any restraint. They attacked. And then we find out the Royal Air Force of the UK planes were involved in the defense of Israel tonight, though some in the UK are angry that they did. Now, there'll probably be protests. There'll probably be shut down highways. There'll probably be students in the street, and all of that. We're going to see all this against Israel, all this anti-Semitism will be full force tomorrow, even though it's Israel's being attacked. So pray, guys, for all of this situation. The war continues to rage on tonight. We continue to stay on top of it. We predicted this was going to happen in our book, Revelation 9:11, as well as predicted that China is going to attack Taiwan and North Korea will also get involved in the battle with China, maybe toward Japan, maybe toward South Korea for sure. All of this is coming, and very possible that it could be all this year. I mean, you've already got the Russians and what they're doing over there in Ukraine, and now you have the Middle East war, and the Middle East war is broadening. I knew it would. It was going to. It was destined to. And now you have to worry about other attacks in different parts of the world. And so Apollyon, Revelation 9:11, God said he's about to crawl out of the pit. It's about to happen. It's about to be released upon mankind. And what does Apollyon do? He brings with him a band of demons as thick as smoke. He brings this really demonic capabilities of look like locusts to John, but it may be some type of technology of warfare. And then he releases 4 fallen angels that are in the river Euphrates. They then begin to manipulate the kings of the east because the river Euphrates is up, and that's all happening. And then Apollyon starts World War III, causing that kills 1/3 of the world. It is very possible that this has been done, and so we're keeping a close eye on it all. I'm going to try to upload this video now, and also tomorrow night on Sunday Night Live, I'm going to try to have Amit Grinfield, the Israeli IDF. His rank was lieutenant. I hope to have him on with us tomorrow night, Sunday Night Live, so don't miss Sunday Night Live. Give your life to Jesus Christ. It's getting over at www.pastorpaulgold.com. On behalf of Noble Gold, you may, or maybe you want to diversify your savings or your retirement funds. Spread it out a little bit. Let Noble Gold find out for it. Let them talk to them. Call them on the phone. Remember, any investment always brings a risk with it, but at least the guys at Noble Gold, they are very, very, very cautious of that, and they want to help you in every way possible. Tell them Pastor Paul sent you there. we'll be back, guys. We hope to upload this footage when we come back right here on the coming apocalypse. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem on this Thursday night. If you didn't see that, go back to. Some people are trying to sell property. Some people are trying. They're working on a insurance settlements, or maybe your Social Security back pay and Social Security is supposed to be coming in. The devil's trying to hold up your finances. I want you to know right now. Be understanding God's blessing in the Passover offering. There's 7 blessings to it actually, and so I'd like for you to go listen to that. Okay, it'd be a blessing to you. Give your life to Jesus Christ. It's almost over. It really is.